slide was very much going to focus on why study in the UK, but we very much have covered that, and I think the answer from the student earlier in regards to the benefits of studying in the UK have been very articulately sort of answered. So I'm going to move on to the next slide. And can we move on to the next one? I'll answer this one later. So I'll very quickly give you the specifics of what you need to do if you wish to study in the UK. As Matthew advised, the first thing you need to do is to identify the course of study at one of the many institutions in the UK. There are thousands of different courses and many hundreds of different institutions. Once you have identified your course of study, you need to identify if it is on the sponsor list as a sponsored institution, and you can identify that on our UK website, which is called gov.uk. So once you've identified if it is on the sponsor list, you then need to make an application to study, and if successful, they will give you a certificate of acceptance to study at that institution, and that is called a CAS. And once you have that, you are then ready to submit your visa application. What I really want to impress upon you today is a really straightforward system, and the visa process itself is also very straightforward. So can we move on? So if you obtain a student visa, what you can do on that student visa, you can firstly, you can study at the institution that you have been sponsored from. You can take a work placement, which is part of your course, and you have the ability to do some part-time work if you're a graduate level or above during the course of your studies. You're also able to work full-time on your visa outside of your study time, during outside of term time. Okay, many of you will obviously interested in applying as a student application. There are a number of routes which are now available, and the UK are hugely proud of the fact that last year we introduced the graduate route. So on the 1st of July 2021, the Home Office introduced the graduate route, which significantly improves on the previous offer for international students, and it enables students to stay in the UK in order to work for up to 3 years. For those who are doing postgraduate or degree level study, you can stay for up to 2 years to either find work or to take any work that you wish to do. For PhD students, this is for up to 3 years. This route for this route, you do not need to be sponsored. You do not need to have a job to qualify as a graduate route student. You just need to have qualified and graduated successfully in the UK. Next slide, please. I won't go into too much technical detail on any of these legal routes to work in the UK, but what I will advise, if you are interested and you want to learn more information, please go to our gov.uk website where you can learn much more information. We also have a route called the skilled worker route. This is a sponsored route, and it is for those who are able to identify an employer who wishes to sponsor them to work and live in the UK. On this visa, you are able to stay for up to 5 years, and it is a route in order to qualify for settlement. There is no time limit on the skilled worker visa, so you can extend this visa as frequently as you wish, so you can stay indefinitely, and it does enable you to sort of qualify for settlement after 5 years. Some other quick routes, just to sort of quickly advise you about them. We also have a route called the Global Talent Route. And this is designed to attract recognised global leaders and the best and the brightest in science, humanities, engineering, the arts, fashion design and architecture, to help enrich the UK's knowledge, economy and society. And I'll just go on to, I think, the second to last slide. We also have what is called the Innovator and the Startup Visa, which is another work route which is available to students in the UK once you have graduated. The Innovator Visa looks to attract innovative entrepreneurs. They are aimed at those who wish to bring scalable business ideas to the UK. And finally, we also have the high-profile individual visa. This is eligible to those who have been awarded a qualification by an eligible university within the last 5 years. So there are lots of work routes which are available to students who graduate in the UK, and I just wanted to give you a very quick overview during the course of this presentation. My final slide is just to talk to you a little bit about COVID, which we have all lived with over the course of the last couple of years. All remaining COVID-related travel restrictions have been removed on March the 18th, 2022. So there is no longer any COVID restrictions on anyone going to and from the UK. So I'm going to pause there. I believe there are some quite technical questions, and Hong, do you want to who is going to ask those questions?
We will open the floor for questions first and then...
Okay.
So who has a question either for George about those routes or for me? This is your opportunity. I hope that you can, some of you